What is going on, peeps? Look, there's some interesting things happening over there in Iraq. But before I get into there, a quick disclaimer. I'm not an attorney, I'm not a tax advisor, and I'm not a financial advisor. Please consult with real professionals. The following is my opinion and my opinion only based on my own research. I will share the information with you and will encourage you to please read and listen to the information so that you could form your own opinion. All right. Also, another warning, be careful from those people in the YouTube community trying to sell you snake oil, claiming that they got divine intel. Okay. There's a reason for that. And you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about our community psychic. That's right. Zeph, the Dinar psychic. Ugh, Jeff, please stop. Please, your time is running out. You're only a couple of days away from your predictions, but let's forget about that, and I'm going to explain something else that was brought up today in a video that you guys need to see. Robert Montoya, sir, I want to take this time to thank him because he sent me these screenshots of some interesting Twitter accounts from people over there in Iraq. All right? The issue is greater than theft. The issue is a clear and public Iranian occupation of Iraq. So look, the people are aware of this and they are tired of it and are doing whatever it takes to get those individuals who are influencing those politicians in Iraq. They need to get them out of there. Okay? Zarfi, the country is no longer stolen. They formed the government and confronted people. Did they? Did they form the government? Is the government legit? Is the government established? Because this was on April 21st. We're now April 23. They think they are more afraid. Oh, I think they are more afraid of the difficult calculations awaiting them if a government comes out of their influence than they intended to steal. So we all know that. Remember when Alawi was trying to get into office and then Zarfi? They were saying that, look, the reason why these people did not become prime ministers is because the largest voting bloc of the Iraqi parliament were under the influence of Iranians. And we all know there was an article that went out that said, look, they're actually scared of what's going to happen if somebody like, oh, I don't know, Zarfi or Alawi or Kazami become into power. They're actually pro-American, anti-Iranian. So will people possibly be going to jail? That's very interesting. There really is nothing left to steal. Nonetheless, Mahdi wrote a long, broad message today stating that he wanted to stay in the post. At most, he is also afraid of the account. Yeah, he is. He's an Iranian-influenced, Iranian-backed puppet. These people know they've been doing some real corrupt crap. And like Trump is doing here in America, they're going to drain the swamp and some heads are going to roll. They removed you from your mission until they brought Kazami and ambushed him in the preparation of his removal. The scenario is known and everyone expected it. This is the biggest mistake I made was apology for your assignment. Okay? So, did these people appoint Kazami knowing that they would just find an excuse not to approve his appointment? Because we all know what happens. Mahdi, nothing. Zafari, nothing. Alawi, nothing. Kazami, nothing. Kim Clement, nothing, 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 and then something. Maybe is this what he's talking about over there in the Middle East? I don't know. But it is interesting because I told you guys this. There's a huge part of me that kind of doesn't want Al-Kazami to be appointed because if he don't, that means the president will then have the right to dissolve the parliament. And I think he should because the largest voting bloc of the parliament is under the influence of Iran. Okay? So come on, man. Do something for the Iraqi people. We need some stability there. We need some growth. Having said that, quick reminder, everybody, Pimpy's Investment Chat. I have a Facebook group with the same name as my YouTube channel. I'll leave a link in the description, and I will encourage you all to just click it. Come join us in Facebook. In here, we have all kinds of conversations regarding the Iraqi dinar, the Zim dollar, the Vietnam dong, as well as other currencies. Stock information, gold, silver, cryptocurrencies. So come on in. It's free to come join us, all right? And I encourage you to do so, okay? Now, this is interesting. Very, very interesting. 70 summons and arrests ordered issued against the senior Iraqi officials. Is this what their biggest concern was? Is this their worry? The Federal Commission of Integrity announced the arrest and summons orders issued against accused people of high and special degrees issued during February. The investigation department of commission stated that 70 arrest warrants and summonses were issued against ministers and members of the parliament government, as well as the councils, 2 general managers, as well as deputy ministers, based on cases that were investigated and referred to the judiciary system. Ooh, man, this is what they're talking about, cleaning out the corruption. Is this what these people in the parliament are afraid of? That these guys are going to start being arrested, start being investigated? Of course they are. They're trying to hold on to their power as much as possible, but now they are at the end of their rope. They're stuck between a rock and a hard place. If you don't put in Kazami, then the president has a right to dissolve, constitutional right to dissolve the parliament, which is what I want, to be quite honest with you. But if they put Kazami in there, guess what? They're screwed still, because this guy is going after these corrupt people. Now, the influence and the strength that Iran had over the Iraqi people is no longer there. And I told you in the other video, they're trying to provoke fighting with the United States, which is a bad move. The biggest portion of the mullahs have died thanks to the coronavirus, and their own people in Iran are protesting against them. The grip that they had on Yemen, Lebanon, Syria, Afghanistan, and Iraq they're no longer there. General Soleimani had the know-how and the will and the power to control all the proxy groups, but they're no longer there. They don't have the money. So this is a last gasp effort. If Iraq falls free of their grasp and becomes truly independent and sovereign away from Iranian influence, that will be the end of the Iranian mullahs as we know them. Okay? So something to watch. Okay, you guys heard this a million times. Oh, look, the rate change has happened. Blah, 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 blah. We heard about it, and I keep telling you guys, this might be some kind of glitch. And we're being told by the mighty Zeph, the Dinar psychic, that this indeed is proof that the rate change happens, but it's just not yet public. I'm saying, yeah, I think somebody probably meant to put a period there. I might be wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I hope Zeph is right. So this way, then we can all benefit from it. But here's the thing. If the rate change happened in February, right? Isn't that what he's saying? Because all this is a stock exchange. General price index has increased. And when I told everybody, look, there are increases in stock, and that's not what I said. And he could lie about all he wants. What I said is, oh, I hope so. That means there's a huge increase in stock, and I hold a lot of them. Yeah, I would like that. But no, that's not what's happening. And there was no increase in stock. This is a glitch. So let me ask you this. If this is true, and there was a rate change, like Zeph is telling everybody, because he talks to God, and God told him otherwise, then why isn't dun, 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 in February 2020, this is the exchange rate? Well, if Zeph is right, and he's telling us that they haven't changed the rate, and blah, 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 but here it is, right here. I'm showing you the rate for February. I thought the rate change happened, Zeph. Why hasn't the rate change happened there, Zeph? You see what I'm saying? Be careful, you guys. You guys are so emotionally invested in this that you just take any bit of information and you want it to be so true, so bad. Now, that doesn't mean it's not going to happen by Sunday. Don't get me wrong. I want it to happen. But what I don't want to see happen is you guys get so high on hopium because of one individual telling the whole Dinar community that first it was the auctions and the ISX are down, and they won't both open until after a rate change happens, and everybody was all hyped. And then when I showed you that indeed the auctions are still happening, there was like tribal wars going on, people who are fans of both sides attacking each other. Why? And then later on it was, well, okay, the auctions are going, oh, yeah, now you admit, yeah. But don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Yeah. Okay, don't worry about it. But God told you, right? Isn't that what you said? God told you? I guess God changed his mind is what it's saying, okay? So look, if this meant on ISX that the rate change actually happened, then why for the same month is it not reflected? This is why I'm telling you guys, there's no credibility there. None whatsoever. None. And I'm here you guys come and you guys constantly are emotionally zapped by this. I'm not saying don't have hope. What I'm saying is don't allow certain people, especially ones that are full of shit, to hype you up so much that you guys have already in your mind spent your money before you got it. I told you guys a story about me, go back on my videos, in which I thought for sure I was getting a $12 million commission. In my mind for a week, I had already been living a millionaire lifestyle. Every day I thought about it nonstop and what I was going to do. Every day I was emotionally invested into it. And that's what you're doing. Having said all this, I'm not trying to say that I don't want it to be true. But every time we find a glitch, and I told you guys in another video, he's the same person that showed us that there was a reduction in the currency last time. And then we found out it was a glitch in the same system on the same website. Okay, you guys? If you see this, going back in February, so let me ask you this. If the rate change happened in February, and we're now at the end of April, you don't think we'd have heard about it? And if this is some kind of sign of a rate change, dude, don't you think that the people around the world would be buying every dinar on the market? Every dinar would be bought out. Because this would be telling them ahead of time. Somebody's head would roll. People would be going to jail. This kind of boo-boo would not be made. Okay? Now, the number is consistent with these other numbers, except for by accident, it looks like somebody put a comma here instead of a period. That's all that is. And how I know that is here. Why isn't it rate change? Hey, if it's over here, then why has it changed over here? Use your head, people. Use your head. Look, nothing would make me more happier than we come to Sunday and my phone's blowing up. I got messages galore and everybody's like, look. Zeph, the Dinar psychic, was right. Their rate changed. Hey, good. I will buy Zeph, the biggest bottle of his favorite alcohol ever, and I will celebrate with him. But the truth is we don't know. We know it's going to happen soon. We just don't know when. So every time there's a little glitch in the system, calm your tits, people. Calm your tits, all right? This is not a rate change. If it was, it would reflect here. Come on now. Oh, I know you guys are going, oh, darn, that darn Jeff. What? Freaking stop listening to him, man. His credibility is shot to crap. This is why we don't do dates and we don't do rates. Because it misleads people. Even if I knew for a fact, like that guy telling me that on May the 7th, the rate change for the Vietnam Dong is going to change. I was reluctant at first, but I did share that date with you. With this warning that there's no way for me to validate it, there's no way for me to verify it, but I would have felt like crap if I knew this and it did change and I didn't at least let you guys know that I heard about it. That doesn't mean it's going to, but I'm not looking at this going, God's telling me you guys got some pathetic word and this my pathetic this and my pathetic that. No, don't do that. Just share your opinion. And stop invoking God into this, okay? Because you're tarnishing the image of God. Stop calling him a pedophile because that's what you're doing, all right? The point is this. Look, you guys, I'm not trying to piss in your Wheaties. I'm not trying to be the bad guy. I'm trying to keep everybody grounded is all I'm trying to do. Do I want this to be accurate? Of course I do. Do I want the rate change to happen by Sunday? Of course I do. Why wouldn't I? I would benefit from it just as much as you guys do. But what I'm trying to say is stop having one person hype you guys up so much that you guys are losing your freaking mind. So explain to me in the comments if you guys can. If this is truly a reflection of the rate change, although this is in February and we still had a half month's worth of numbers in March that's not reflected on here, and we're now going into April and we know the ISX has been closed down, but there still was numbers in March, and why aren't they here? Okay, This is February. Okay, February. We would have heard it by now. And do you really, really believe that they would have put the rate change on here before telling people publicly and risk people finding this out? And then there'd be a huge wave of investors all around the world buying every damn dinar there is out there possible, knowing that the rate change is going to happen, whether it's 1 for 1 or whatever it is. Use your head. Let me show you that this isn't right. There it is. Look at the rate. Don't make me the boogeyman. I'm not trying to be the boogeyman. I'm just trying to keep everybody grounded. Is the rate change going to happen? Oh yeah, it's going to happen. Is it going to happen by Sunday? I have no idea. Is this the rate change? No, hell no, it's not. It's obviously not. Somebody keeps selling you guys wolf tickets, all right? And I keep warning you guys, you got to be careful. You got to be careful of those people who sell you snake oil. Some people need attention. They need love. All right, you guys, sorry to be the boogeyman, but anyways, I just had to share that with you because, look, I keep hearing about it. I keep telling you guys, don't, stop. Okay, and I already know what you guys are going through. I went through it myself. Don't spend the money until it's in your account and reflects in your balances. All right, you guys, have a good evening.